This is TOEFL IBT speaking test, and this test evaluates your ability to communicate in English in an academic setting. It consists of 4 tasks. Task 1, express an opinion on a familiar topic. Listening, campus conversation. Student A, I think this is a great idea. It's so hard to focus on campus with all the noise, and a quiet retreat could really help me concentrate before exams. Student B, I get that, but only 30 students per weekend? That's way too few. There are thousands of students at this university, so it's unfair that only a small group will benefit. Student A, that's true, but it's still better than nothing. Plus, priority is given to students with heavy workloads, which makes sense. They need the extra support the most. Student B, yeah, but having to provide your own transportation? That makes it even harder for students without a car. The university should at least offer a shuttle or something. Listening, professors lecture. In marketing, companies use the decoy effect to subtly influence customer choices. Take subscription plans, for example. Imagine an online newspaper offers a basic plan for $5 a month and a premium plan for $15. Many people would choose the cheaper one. But if they introduce a third option, a standard plan for $14, it makes the premium plan seem like a much better deal, even though it's only $1 more. Most customers will then go for the most expensive option, which is exactly what the company wants. This also happens in restaurants. If a menu has two wine options, a $10 bottle and a $50 bottle, many customers pick the cheaper one. But if the restaurant adds a middle-priced bottle for $40, suddenly the $50 bottle doesn't seem so expensive, and more people choose it. This effect works because people like to feel they are making a logical choice while avoiding extremes. Task 4. Integrated Speaking Task, Academic Lecture, Listening, Extended Professor's Lecture. Today, we'll discuss the boomerang effect in psychology. This occurs when people react to persuasion attempts by doing the exact opposite of what is suggested. Instead of being influenced, they resist and push back, sometimes strengthening their original beliefs. For example, when health campaigns warn about the dangers of smoking, some smokers become more resistant to quitting because they feel their freedom is being threatened. Instead of reducing their smoking, they might even increase it. This happens because people don't like being told what to do, and they react by reasserting their independence. Another example is in advertising. If a company aggressively promotes a product, some consumers might feel manipulated and deliberately avoid buying it. Studies show that too much pressure in marketing can backfire, making customers distrust the brand. We also see the boomerang effect in politics. If a group strongly opposes a certain law and the government tries to enforce it too forcefully, it might lead to even stronger protests. This shows that persuasive attempts need to be carefully designed, or they can end up having the opposite of the intended effect. This effect is also present in education. If a teacher tells students they must study a particular way, some students may deliberately avoid using that method, even if it's beneficial. They might feel that their autonomy is being challenged, so they resist the advice. Understanding the boomerang effect helps in designing more effective strategies for persuasion, ensuring that people don't automatically reject helpful recommendations.
I believe that taking risks is essential for personal growth because it allows individuals to step out of their comfort zones, gain new experiences, and develop resilience. When people take risks, they challenge themselves to learn new skills, adapt to changing situations, and build confidence. For example, someone who starts their own business may face financial uncertainty, but they also have the potential to achieve great success and independence. Additionally, risk-taking fosters problem-solving skills and perseverance, as failures provide valuable lessons that help individuals grow and improve. While stability is important for maintaining security, avoiding risks completely can lead to missed opportunities, limited personal development, and stagnation. Therefore, I prefer taking calculated risks to achieve long-term success and self-improvement. The conversation between the two students revolves around the university's new weekend study retreat program. The first student is enthusiastic about the program, arguing that it provides a distraction-free environment for studying and helps students focus better. They appreciate that the retreat includes quiet study spaces, structured study sessions, and even relaxation activities to reduce stress. They believe this will enhance productivity and improve academic performance. On the other hand, the second student is skeptical about the program. They argue that a weekend away might disrupt students' regular study habits and that some people are more comfortable studying in familiar environments like their dorms or the library. They also mention that the cost of the retreat might be a concern for some students, making it less accessible. I agree with the first student's perspective because a change of environment can be beneficial for concentration and motivation. The structured setting can help students avoid distractions, and the inclusion of stress relief activities can contribute to better mental well-being. While the program may not suit everyone, it seems like a great opportunity for those who struggle to focus in their usual study spaces. The professor explained the concept of the decoy effect, a psychological phenomenon in which people's choices are influenced by the presence of a third, less attractive option. This effect is often used in marketing and decision-making to steer consumers toward a preferred choice. For example, the professor described a scenario involving coffee sizes. A cafe offers a small coffee for $3 and a large coffee for $7. Most customers choose the small size because the large seems too expensive. However, if the cafe introduces a medium coffee for $6.50, customers are more likely to choose the large one, as it now appears to be a better deal. The medium option serves as a decoy that subtly pushes people toward the larger, more expensive purchase. Another example involves smartphone pricing. If a company offers a basic phone for $500 and a premium model for $1,000, many may opt for the cheaper one. But if they introduce a mid-tier phone at $950, the $1,000 phone suddenly looks like a much better deal, making more customers choose it. These examples illustrate how the decoy effect manipulates consumer perception, guiding them toward a specific decision without them realizing it. The professor explained the boomerang effect, a psychological phenomenon where an attempt to persuade someone results in them adopting the opposite viewpoint instead. This often happens when people feel pressured or manipulated, leading them to resist and react defensively. For example, the professor described a public health campaign encouraging teenagers to avoid smoking by emphasizing its dangers. However, some teens, feeling that adults were trying to control their choices, actually became more interested in smoking as a form of rebellion. Instead of discouraging the behavior, the campaign unintentionally reinforced it. Another example involved energy conservation. A study found that when households were told they were using more electricity than average, they reduced consumption. However, when efficient households were praised for using less energy, they started consuming more. This unintended reversal of behavior is a classic example of the boomerang effect. These cases illustrate how persuasion efforts can backfire, making people resist or even strengthen the very behavior the message was meant to discourage.